I love books, and especially for learning languages, so I figure why not share my book collection with anyone else who is maybe a beginner or intermediate if you're learning the same languages that I am. But I have like all these books. Oh my gosh, like all these books for all that I've used in my journey, and I'll just like go, oh my gosh, that is heavier than I thought. That I could show all my books that I've used in my journey of learning all the languages that I have. So let me dissect this real quick so that way I can go through the couple. In Japanese, when I first started, it was mainly these, which everybody already knows, Genki books, which really gave me a great place to start in and help build a foundation of like grammar and reading and writing. So, and also listening, I forgot about listening. But yeah, I bought is this the first one? I bought the first one and the workbook, and then I bought the second one and the workbook. But yeah, it's just really helpful because they have all these passages and grammar explanations and exercises that are just super helpful for getting started, and also vocabulary. But yes. And then the workbook, which you'll see, like when I first started, my handwriting was not the best, but yeah, all these exercises that just were so helpful, and I loved in the beginning. So that's when I first started Japanese. Oh my god. And then when I went on to intermediate, I was kind of like a little bit tossed up between two books because I believe Genki has like a continuation for like intermediate, like N3 level, but I did not get that one in the end. Instead, I got this one, just Tobira, and I do love this book because I learned so much, not only like about the culture, Japanese culture and geography and all these things. Like they literally have, if I could go to the section, like they literally had a whole map. And so in the beginning, but I learned so much. And then they have like all these passages that you read and pick up new vocabulary in, and also new grammar. And they have grammar sections as well with grammar explanations. And then what also really helped me, because I tend to be the kind of person where if I understand it, then I think I'm good. And then it comes time to tell somebody what I just read, and I'm just like, I couldn't tell you. So in the end, they have like these nayo shitsumo, which is like comprehension questions, so that way you make sure that you actually understood everything that you learned, and that way you can also practice writing and the new grammar that you just learned as well. So it was really helpful, and I loved it. And the majority of these, I had a very fun time reading. So there was this book, and then we also have, oh, I forgot to share these. These are also, I was in the toss between the Genki books and also these when I first started. What is this? Yeah, Minna no Nihongo. And so I also have these as well, but I only used it for like a short period of time. And I actually didn't go through with these, but these are another option as well when you're first starting. And then for kanji as well, for a short time, I had this book, which is really helpful for kanji as well. You can like practice them. Oh my gosh. You practice like the kanji and the handwriting, and then not only that, but they also like put it into real practice basically, and like real words and real vocabulary that you'll see in everyday life, and just you have to write it out and the sounds. So that was great for like practice a lot. Then moving on to my tablet, which has like 5 books I think in here, or is it just 4 books? Because once I started getting to the N2 stuff, there wasn't really many books for like grammar and things like that. But so I would mostly use YouTube, and then this book here I would use for like practice and vocab, like grammar and kanji, just to make sure that there was no areas that I was missing, because gotta make sure that I actually didn't miss anything and I actually understood everything, so that I learned and didn't miss anything. So I'm repeating myself, but yep, they have like exercises for the kanji and the grammar and vocabulary, and then on the next page they have the answers and also answer explanations. So that was really helpful, and I had that. And then I had that for like I have that for like N4 and 5. I have it for N3, and then I also have it for like N2, and N1. So that's like 4 more books, which I'm glad that I don't have in my hands, because my word, I would then it'd be even heavier than it was earlier. Okay, and that's pretty much what I've had for books in terms of Japanese. For Italian, as you've seen already, open please, open tablet please. I also have this grammar book for Italian. You've seen this in previous videos, but this is what I used for like in elementary, I can't speak. Elementary, like intermediate grammar points and things like that, and just making sure that I actually practice and understand what I'm, doing. So, yeah, so just like all the things that I use. And then they have like the grammar, of course. And then they have the grammar explanations as you go on. And then they have the exercises. And the part that I've written into and actually had all the mistakes and everything, I accidentally like locked on my freaking tablet, so, and I forgot my password. So I can't show that one. But just to show you what the book will actually look like when you open it up, that will be pretty much it. And then they have the answers at the end of the book, as always. So that was what I was pretty much using for like beginner and intermediate. Brain fart. What I've pretty much been using for like intermediate and beginner for Italian. And then for immersion with Italian books, I haven't like bought any Japanese novels, but for Italian I have. And when I first was getting into like B1, kind of like lower B2, this is the book I got. It's like a short story, pretty much for like B1 to B2 level students, and pretty much you have just basically like the chapters. Basically, they don't really tend to be more than like 10 pages, but you have like the chapters, and then any difficult vocabulary they have like at the end of the chapter, which is like right here, and then you just go through and check which ones you don't know. And then they also have questions at the end, which is like comprehensive questions. But I finished this book, and it was a good book. The ending was kind of some bullcrap, but I did like the book. And the only reason why I say the ending was like crazy is because, you know what, read the book, and then because I'm not spoiling nothing. So just, if you get easily supportive of characters and you don't like to see your characters get done dirty, yeah, you'll probably feel the same way. But there was that one, and then the next one after that, because I was like, oh, this one's like so short. It's only oh, and I forgot to say that all the answers are at the back of the book, as everything always goes. But this book is like 100 pages long, and that's including all the exercises and the vocabulary lists and the chapters themselves. So there's that. So that was pretty short. So after that one, I moved on to my official like actual not Japanese, Italian book actually, and I liked it. It wasn't like the wording was so like poetic and deep and profound. Like, it's not anything like that, but it was cute. It was fun. I enjoyed myself, and it definitely like was an adjustment a little bit, because like literally the entire book is in Italian, and this one has 358 pages compared to like the 60 pages of just a book. Like, the book itself is probably only like 60 pages in this one, but this one was like 368. So this one was an adjustment, but like, yeah, like the whole thing is just all in Italian, and it was an adjustment. It was definitely an adjustment. I was just like going in there, and it's just like all in Italian, really official book like you would read. But it was, I enjoyed myself. I learned a lot of words, but it wasn't too difficult. I think for if you are like B1 getting into B2, like, you'll have no problem with this book, and you'll enjoy yourself if you like romance books like I do. And then I forgot to mention this as well, because this is for Japanese, but this book is purely like, I think this is like an all levels kind of book. This could really be all levels, because this book is a vocabulary bilingual book. And this one, basically, whether it be for home or eating out or groceries or sports, occupation, science, they have so many words. It's like, and you get to see them in like Japanese, basically. Every single word, you'll see them. And I say this is for like all levels, because you can go from something as simple to like, oh, the parts of the face, to like a hospital. Like, tell me how many people know the word for like maternity. Like, When are you gonna, like, so it's just exactly, no, that's not sanka. So that makes sense. It's like the birth division. And then you got like words for port and like manufacturing and stuff. So many different words here. And this is really just a book that you can use at all levels because the amount of detail and the amount of words that you learn just for like everything, like drugstore, you'll be set. You'll be set. You got all the words for drugstore. So this book is just, if you need that vocabulary, or like I've heard this recommendation before where you put sticky notes on like all your stuff just with like different languages so that way you know what that is in the language that you're learning. Well, so this is really helpful. So yeah, that's my book collection, and just to show the pain of lifting all this all over again, I'll do it for y'all. I'll do it for y'all. Oh my gosh. But yeah, all these books that I have gotten over the years. It's just really helpful, and it has been a fun journey, and we're still going. I'm looking for more books, actually. If anybody knows some good romance Italian books, please put it in the comments, or some nice, good Japanese novels. I need to get on my Japanese novels gang. So if anybody knows any of those, put that in the comments because I love to read. So yeah, just hope you got something from this video, and hope that, you know, that this video helped you out. And if you have any books that you're currently using or reading, I would love to know. Feel free to drop it in the comments. But thank you so much, and let's keep improving together and always. Okay, next time. Bye.